So today, today I've got a bunch of things to say before we get into the video. I apologise for how I look, just came out of the shower, put some PJs on. I wasn't planning on making a video because I've been extremely busy with school and everything. That's why it's kind of been like not posting every day, but like every other day, if that makes sense. And then today I only have one lesson, and yeah, so I've come home. My plan is to do some schoolwork, but then my plan was to essentially do my schoolwork and then do a bit of reading, which I finally finished Harry Potter. So now I get to move on to a new book, which is going to be The Mystery of Black Hollow Lane, which I am listening to on script, and then I think they actually have the second one on script as well, which wasn't a part of my October TBR, but now it is. So yeah, that's basically what I'm going to be doing, and then I'm going to be carrying on my little October TBR, which I've made. And if you go onto my account, I've got a little playlist called All Things Book, which is basically ASMR, bookish ASMR, which is like exciting and everything. But anyways, that's what I've been posting, and then that's what I'm doing my live. And then little disclaimer, with the whole Harry Potter situation, I personally believe that you can enjoy the stories in the books without actually supporting the author, as all my books are kind of old, so in a sense I supported by giving her money like 10 years ago, what my dad did, but like I'm not really supporting her now, do you know what I mean? So like what I'm saying is, if you want to read the books, you've got to go out to charity shops or like second hand and stuff, so the money's going to someone else and not her, if that makes sense. So I think that's how we can kind of go about the situation, because I think it's so horrible to have something you love so much always be like forbidden because of what some stupid person thinks and believes and says. We can just ignore whatever she says and fight against her, but still love her stuff. I don't know, that's what I believe. But yeah, so I finally finished Harry Potter, and basically I know that on my little, I'm doing like reviews and like book tapping and like relaxing ASMR whilst I review books, and obviously so far as I've only been reading Harry Potter, that's all I've got, but I've been a couple books behind. Like I think I've gotten up to Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, and now I'm all of a sudden skipping to this. It's just, I finished it last night and I want it to be like fresh on my memory, if that makes sense, because I'm struggling with the other ones because I can't remember what I thought, so I'm just thinking, if I can remember this, then I'll make a good video, and the others I'll just have to figure out. Yeah, so, but yeah, with the whole videoing thing, like videoing schedule, no idea what's gonna be happening. I'm gonna try to be posting every day, obviously, because like I can do it. It's just a couple of days where I've just been like so tired. I've come home and just slept and then had to wake up again because I had schoolwork to do and essays to write. So, but it's low-key the weekend now. So anyways, as you can tell, this is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I love this cover. I just find it so pretty. This is obviously when they're stealing from Bellatrix's vault and everything's duplicated. So basically Harry Potter is the only book series I've ever read, and to be honest, after each book, like, so I read the first one, oh my god, it's my favourite book, second one, my favourite book, third, my favourite book, and I go like that. So like after reading each one, I was like, that's my favourite book, and now on the last, this is my favourite book. I just loved it so much because, I don't know, you just get so drawn into the characters, and like everyone's your family, and you're like crying when someone dies and stuff. I don't know, I just loved it so much, and like, yeah, I don't know, I love reading now because this was just so good. Storyline, absolutely amazing. If you watch my other Harry Potter videos, I've said that basically I feel like what J.K. Rowling does is she does like that much kind of pointless but really cute like description, and like setting the scene of Hogwarts, like Harry's going around doing homework, doing random stuff, and then this much is like a Voldemort, and like at the very end they just do something crazy, like, I don't know, Chamber of Secrets, you go to the Chamber of Secrets, or like Azkaban, like all the wolf scenes happen, do you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of, this is the action, this is the boring part, but like I don't find it boring, it's just, it's kind of slow. This book, however, I was really excited to read because I just felt like the whole thing would be extremely quick and like just upbeat and everything, and I was almost right. I feel like every single aspect of it was just full of action and like super cool things happening, but then it was like the part where, you know, like Ron kind of leaves them and they're kind of just doing nothing other than moving around. That part I found kind of boring, and I was just like, hurry up. But after reading the entire series, I can safely say that, oh my god, Ron is so much better in the book than in the movies. I'm sorry, but I hated him in the movies. Now I just love him. Same with Creature, I felt like he was quite irrelevant in the twice as long, and I feel like that's probably with every book, but I don't know. This is my first book series, and I feel like it will always be extremely close to my heart. And yeah, just everything about it was perfect. It was love. There was like emotion. Oh my god, I'm like so stupid. Like there was emotion. There was like action. There was death. There was like cute little boys running around with me. Like I'm sorry, but just everything about this series is amazing. I feel like maybe my favourite characters are Sirius and Lupin. Sirius because he was just like so hot. I'm sorry, but I will take him as a husband gladly. And he just died so upset, and like he just had a horrible life, but he deserved the world. Do you know what I mean? Like he should have been there, like taking care of Harry and like having a loving wife and stuff. And he went through so much, and it was horrible. And then Lupin, just because he's adorable, and again he went through so much, he deserved to look after his little teddy and everything. Severus, I don't know if I'd say he's my favourite character. I think in the movies he's my favourite character because you don't go into depth as much as the books do about how horrible he is, if that makes sense. Like I feel in the movies he's so much more likeable. And then so at the end you kind of like, you're crying your eyes out, but in the books he's so much more horrible, and it's like it doesn't have the same effect as kind of always liking him and then seeing him die and then seeing that everything he did was out of love or whatever. In this book it was more like hate him, he died, oh, and then oh my god, wait, he was amazing the whole time. So it's just kind of like a bit odd, but I definitely prefer him in the movies. I love the entire Weasley family. I'm sorry, but they're iconic, and I wish I was Mrs. Weasley, except I wish I was that and Fred didn't die, because just all the brothers are hilarious, and like everyone's just iconic in that family. And then I think I probably do love Hermione. Like I feel like in the movies, I don't know, I didn't really like her as much, but in the books she was kind of iconic. Actually no, I think I did like her in the movies. I was just more jealous of her, but like now reading it I kind of like pretended I was her. Who else? Oh my god, obviously Dobby and Creature are my favourites. I'm sorry, but they're my little babies. I think that's kind of it. I remember when I was younger I used to be extra. When I was younger I only watched the movies, and I didn't read the books, and I used to be extra and be like, oh yeah, Bellatrix is my favourite, and then so is Sirius, and then so is Voldemort. will see you soon.